Just once, Yoon Sejun says, voice brittle as frost, will you hug me? As though warmth is a luxury, gift he is unsure he deserves. Without a word, he steps forward, arms like open windows to a softer world, and folds him into the silence. You can do this twice, Seo Isul whispers into the curve of his shoulder, trying to steady the flutter in his chest, but his heart betrays him, a drum too loud, a secret too wild. Heartbeat, Seo Isul thinks, it's so loud, I think he can hear it. And maybe he does. Maybe that rhythm, frantic, real breaks through his quiet walls. Yoo Sejun hugs him back, not just to return the gesture, but to remember what it feels like to be held and not fall apart. But then, he lets go. Like someone afraid of breaking what has been given. And he, with all the tenderness Seo Isul has spent years hiding, says softly, hug me too. As if saying, don't run from this. Don't run from me. In the hush of twilight, when even the stars lean in to listen, Yoo Sejun brushes a kiss on Seo Isul's lips, as soft as a falling petal, as tentative as a first snowfall. His fingers find him, like waves reaching the shore again and again, never satisfied. Did that feel right? Yoo Sejun asks, his voice barely more than breath. My hands, they keep trying to remember you. Seo Isul pulls back, a flicker of hesitation in his eyes. That happened by accident, he says, but his voice trembles, like a leaf unsure if the wind was chance or fate. He smiles gently, by accident, or maybe, because I like you. He places a hand over him, heartbeat, not just to feel its rhythm, but to say, without saying, let me be where I am already drawn. What do you think? Yoo Sejun asks. He closes his eyes. When you are near, it feels like music. Like something soft waking up inside me. It tingles, like the first rain after a long drought. Time folds. Their closeness speaks louder than touch. It's too much, he whispers. This warmth, this nearness, it clouds my thoughts, thick like honey, dangerous in how sweet it is. He clutches his sleeve. Don't stop. Not in desperation, but in quiet longing, as if he has been waiting 100 silent nights for this one moment. They pause again, eyes searching, breath catching. Wait, Seo Isul says. Not like this, he shifts, so they stand face to face, heart to heart. I want to see you clearly. To know who I'm sharing this moment with. And in that stillness, Yoo Sejun speaks the truth he has carried all this time. I love you. I have missed you, then and now. It was always meant to be you. Seo Isul smiles, tears held like stars in his eyes. I love you too. And under the quiet sky, two souls finally meet, not in touch, but in understanding. Then we are shown the scene a few days later, where night draped itself over the city like a velvet curtain, soft and slow, and Seo Isul stood beneath it, waiting like a candle that refused to burn out. Seo Isul glanced at road, then at the stars that blinked as if holding in laughter. He said he was close, he murmured to the night air, but he is slower than I thought. And yet, in his heart, a quiet warmth bloomed, the kind that only arrives when waiting isn't a burden, but a quiet form of love. It has been a season, Seo Isul thought, since Yoo Sejun walked into my world, not as a stranger, but as something softer, something like spring arriving in late autumn. Then, footsteps, not loud, but sure. Like someone who knew exactly where to find him. He turned, and there he was, Yoo Sejun, holding a bundle of flowers, their petals trembling in the breeze like a confession. I'm surprised, you are already here, Seo Isul said, though his smile said otherwise. Sorry I'm a little late, Yoo Sejun replied, his voice like warm tea in cold hands. You must have been waiting a while. Then, as if remembering something more important than time, he held out the flowers. I saw these on the way. They reminded me of you, soft, a little wild and beautiful. Seo Isul took them, and for a moment, his heart skipped like a stone across still water. Thank you, he said, they really are beautiful. But inside, his thoughts whispered, it still feels strange, this kindness that lands gently instead of falling apart. But strange doesn't mean wrong. It means I'm healing. Shall we go eat now? Yoo Sejun asked, lightly, like it was the most ordinary magic. Okay, Yong, he answered, the word wrapping around his tongue, like a ribbon tying memory and presence together. Then he paused, studying his face like a painter observing light. Let's buy some clothes before eating. He laughed, a small burst of sunlight in moonlight. There is no need. But somewhere behind them, in the shadows that don't know softness, camera clicked. Man, bent by life and cynicism, muttered to himself, 100 rupees for such an unimportant picture. Rich people, who knows what they are thinking? But love, he didn't know, isn't about price or posing. It's in the way someone waits. In a hand holding flowers. In the warmth of being late, but never too late. And so, Seo Isul and Yoon Sejun walked on, not as perfection, but as people who chose to show up. Together, under the soft hush of a night that finally understood them. Then we are shown the restaurant scene, where Yoon Sejun gently places the glass on the table. And said, you don't like drinking alcohol, right? So, this is mineral water. Seo Isul smiled softly and said, yes. There is a pause. The air between them is quiet, but not empty, more like the silence before a song begins. Seo Isul said, what day is it today? Yoon Sejun said, no special day, just that I realized I have been walking beside you all this time without truly seeing you. I have been busy, and in that fog, I forgot to really look. He gestures to the restaurant, the gentle lighting, the quiet table for two. Yoon Sejun said, don't you like this place? Seo Isul, no, it's not that. His voice is small, like he is trying to fold his feelings into a napkin and set them aside. Yoon Sejun said, I was thinking about the surprise you prepared earlier, it felt like a lighthouse while I was drifting. It made me realize, I haven't given you anything lately. So, this dinner, it's a small gift. Seo Isul said, then thank you. I will eat it. He hesitates. But sometimes I feel like a dry leaf, carried by your wind. I accept everything you give me, and I worry, I'm not giving enough back. Yoon Sejun said, you don't have to think that way. Seo Isul smiles and offers his plate to Adim. Yoon Sejun said, mine too. Do you want to try it? He laughs, the tension melting a little. Then his tone shifts, slightly more serious, like the sky before a storm. Yoon Sejun said, that's right, Seo Isul. My parents, they want to meet you. Seo Isul said, who? Yoon Sejun said, my parents. Maybe because I'm their only child, they are curious. It seems like they want to know the person who is filling my life with color. His brows furrow slightly. Seo Isul said, isn't that a little sudden? Yoon Sejun said, maybe. But there is no need to decide right away. I don't want this to feel like a mountain you have to climb. You can say no. I will understand. There is a beat of silence. Then he looks up at him with a steadier gaze. Seo Isul said, no. It's not like that. I want to meet them. He smiles. You are a kind person, Yoon Sejun. I believe the tree that grew you must have strong, warm roots. Then he said, I will meet them. Then Seo Isul and Yoon Sejun stand side by side in front of a quiet house. The air feels heavy, as if the calm before a storm. Seo Isul quiet, voice like fragile glass and said, I'm nervous. Like a single leaf trembling on a branch before the wind, half joking, half serious and said, what if they don't like me? What if I'm just a stone in their garden, unwanted, out of place? Yoon Sejun looking at him, a faint smile and said, are you nervous? Seo Isul nods slowly and said a little, like a candle flickering in a draft. His phone buzzes, breaking the fragile silence. Yoon Sejun noticing and said, message. From who? Seo Isul scrolling, brow furrowed, voice fragile, uncertain and said, shadow playing tricks. His face drains of color, the world tilts suddenly. Yoon Sejun concerned and said, what is it? Seo Isul forcing calm, voice tight like stretched silk and said, nothing. Can you go inside first? He hesitates. Do you want to call him? Yoon Sejun softly said, I will be waiting inside, like an anchor in the storm. Yoon Sejun steps toward the door and disappears inside. Seo Isul stays outside, his eyes locked on the glowing screen like a moth caught in a flame. Text message on screen. Feels good. I was wondering how long you would keep selling your body, but looks like you found a man who will suck your body right. Don't know if he will accept you after seeing this guy. Attached is a photo, blurred but intimate, like a secret spilled into the wind. CO Isul whispers, voice breaking, what is this? Who cast this shadow on my life? Where did these ghosts come from? His hands tremble like brittle branches in a storm. Yoo Sejun's voice calls from inside. And said, CO Isul. Why is it taking so long? His voice a distant lighthouse beacon. CO Isul taking a shaky breath, voice steadying and said, sorry, I will be there soon. He slips the phone away like a hidden wound, steels himself, and moves toward the door, like stepping into the eye of a hurricane. Then scene shift inside Yoo Sejun's parents' house, where all four sit around a warm, softly lit dining table. The air hums gently, like the quiet before a bloom opens. Yoo Sejun's father smiled kindly and said, this is the first time my child's heart has turned towards someone. Curiosity pulled me here, like a moth to a flame. What is your name? He asked. CO Isul voice soft, like a leaf fluttering in calm wind and said, I'm CO Isul. Yoo Sejun's father studying his thoughtfully face and said, you're seeming nervous. Like a butterfly caught in a gentle breeze. Then he said strangely, it feels as if I have seen you with Yoo Sejun before, as if you have already danced in the same light. CO Isul eyes widened slightly, a flicker of surprise and amusement crossing his face. CO Isul noticing and murmur, so this family is like spring itself, open, warm and full of life. Yoo Sejun's mother teasing smile, voice like warm sunlight and said, what is it in Yoo Sejun that pulls you back to him, like a river always returning to the sea? CO Isul heartful, voice steady and said, everything about him. Being with him feels like shelter beneath a mighty oak, no storm can break that shade. And, he is very beautiful too, like a rare bloom in a quiet garden. Yoo Sejun's mother laughing softly and said, when it comes to his face, it's clear how hard Yoo Sejun tends to the garden of his handsomeness, like a gardener nurturing the first rose of spring. Yoo Sejun chuckling, a little embarrassed and said to CO Isul, sorry, my parents can be a little noisy, like birdsong at dawn. CO Isul said, no, it's okay. They share a moment of light laughter, the room warm as a sunlit glade. CO Isul said, this is so funny. Yoo Sejun's mother said, you look so cute when you laugh, like sunshine breaking through morning mist. CO Isul blushing, and said, thank you. Yoo Sejun's mother smiling, and said, I understand why Yoo Sejun can't take his eyes off you, even for a moment, like a moth drawn to the glow of a flame.